Hey, Saul.
Well, today I'm here to discuss boating education because I wish I knew this before we left on the trip. So yesterday when we left Key Largo, our Garmin stopped working, showing us any navigational routes, markers, things of that nature.
Where were we heading?
We were heading from
Key
Key Largo to Key Biscayne.
Yes.
And we made it to Key Biscayne. So the trip started off, I loved Garmin, as I always do, until I hated Garmin, which I did for the last 24 hours, not having that system working.
So wait, so the system didn't work from Key Largo to Key Biscayne? Is that what you just said?
This is exactly what happened. The system didn't work. It only showed depth and speed and bearing.
So what was missing?
So we had no markers, we had no depth, we had no channels, we had pretty much nothing that would be on a navigational chart. That was all gone. So after trying for a really long time, every possible thing to fix it, I finally gave up and was pretty upset with Garmin. And we got through the trip between paper charts and using Navionics, which I previously didn't like either, but have learned to like Navionics a little bit better. But working it off your phone, you really don't have a good view, but it was good enough, and we'll be using Navionics in a bit. So called my mechanic Rian this morning, and he wasn't sure what was wrong, but figured it out for me. And Deb, if you will show the chart, please. Show two of them.
Both of them?
Please. So you will notice one chart has all gray, and the other one is just at a different size. Do you see that green square, not square box, but a box with green and rectangle lines, horizontal and vertical going?
Yes.
That I know as of 10 minutes ago is where our Garmin works. It only works in that area. So on our return trip, as we'll be heading north to Stewart, we will have no Garmin. When we leave Stewart, a few miles into it, as we approach Lake Okeechobee, we will be back to having the Garmin. What the mechanic told me is we needed to have the bigger chart put in the boat, but I just assumed we had the biggest chart in the boat because they knew we were going to take bigger trips. So and you cannot, the way they install this Garmin, you cannot just add a chip. You have to take the entire system out, which is a whole bunch of plastic to remove, and then get the new chip in. So we're not going to get the new chip now, but as soon as we get home and dock the boat, the mechanic will come and put the new chip in. And now Garmin has a little extender that you could actually put in the chip without having to take the system out. So for anyone interested in doing this trip, before you do it, check your Garmin, and I think that would be really helpful.
And which chip is in there?
To check which chip.
Yeah.
So you want your chip, I think at minimum you want the whole state of Florida. You can only get them so big on one chip. So if you're doing the Great Loop, you need a series of several chips. So that's great. Other than that, being really annoyed, it is absolutely beautiful here at Key Biscayne.
I actually have another few questions for you.
Sorry.
If you don't mind before you sign off. All right. So can you explain what we are looking at here? Is that a chart? Is that
is a
navigation?
chart, and the gray area is all of what Garmin cannot do. The white area is what it will do once the boat gets into that area.
So is this what we had for our navigation from Key Largo to Key Biscayne? A big square gray box?
Yes.
A rectangle gray box?
And to tell you, I should admit this on video, how stupid I was. I thought the gray box was some danger area that we weren't allowed in and was staying out of it. But I saw 100-foot yachts going through it and markers in the distance. So we finally went through it. And if you see a big gray box, it's not unsafe. It's not a warning area. So
just means you don't have navigation for it.
So this old boater is learning new tricks every day.
And this is what we use. Now, the route isn't on here because the Navionics doesn't hold the route, but this is where we traveled without our Garmin, and on the cell phone using Navionics we were able to plot a route and follow the route. But Navionics isn't perfect because it takes us over land and over shallow water, 2 feet water, which would definitely stop us literally in our tracks. So still very, very close attention, constant focus to make it here. But we did it. Our team worked well once we figured out what we needed to do.
And I will take it a public apology in front of the world on this one. So I was captaining, Debbie was navigating. I wasn't listening as good as I should. Thinking I should be going here or there. But I listened to every word she said, and eventually, we made it through on step by step from having a good navigator on board. So make sure you have a good navigator on board with you as well, to have a safe, happy trip. And Roger and out.